Name is Bobby Srivastav, co-founder, chief product officer of BenAkiva, and welcome to Unique Voices of Tech. And this is a Hartford special. And I'm on a mission of highlighting this month before the Hartford InsurTech Symposium of organizations that are going to be coming, and our organization's coming to Hartford too. So I have with me an awesome guest of honor, Brent Williams. So Brent, do a quick introduction.
Hey everyone, I'm Brent Williams. I'm the founder and CEO of BenAkiva.
And this is kind of funny because I love interviewing my own people. So this is going to be a fun interview. So Brent, I'm going to ask you a series of questions. So um, help our audience understand who are you and what is BenAkiva.
Ooh, who am I? I'm just a guy. No,
Intro, not just a guy.
no, I've been in the insurance industry for many, many years. Too many to count, I would think. But um, anyway, we decided to put together a team and build BenAkiva. And BenAkiva is a platform where we digitize the claims, servicing, and new business processes for carriers. It's a fully white labeled solution, so it looks and feels like our carrier clients. And we often say that if we do our jobs correct, no one really knows BenAkiva is involved, which we're perfectly okay with that. And so, yeah, we've had some amazing success, and we've now proven that our platform can put carriers in a position to do anywhere, anytime, any device claims and servicing processes. So it's been fun.
And tell our audience a little bit about your background.
So my background is primarily in insurance. I've got a very diverse background. I've taught at a few colleges and currently sit at on a mentoring panel for Drake University and MIT students. So that's a lot of fun. And I've worked with the Iowa State University InsurTech startup factory. So that's pretty cool as well. And taught at Grandview, Des Moines Area Community College, and yeah, just always been an entrepreneur and build businesses, build them up, sell them, then turn around and do it again.
So tell us a little bit about why BenAkiva.
Yeah, why BenAkiva is a great story. Prior to BenAkiva, I was an investment financial advisor and built a pretty substantial practice and got the opportunity to go through claims and servicing processes on multiple occasions at multiple carriers across the United States. And the struggle I had was, on one hand, I was constantly apologizing for the archaic process, while on the other hand, I was trying to maintain or gain these people as clients and ultimately serve them. And so it put me in a tough position in the middle where, I decided that we probably needed to check this out a little bit, do some research. And at the time, I was teaching at three different colleges, so I thought, well, heck, why don't we give the students some things to research and let's identify, are these industry-wide issues or are these carrier-specific issues? And if they were carrier-specific issues, is there a solution out there that would solve them? And so we went down that research path, identified it was an industry-wide issues in claims and servicing operations, and there wasn't a really good solution out there. So that almost sparked the second round of research where we started reaching out to carriers and sat down with claim staff and customer service staff and identified the really unique problems that they have doing their jobs. And it was interesting. The research proved that there's this misconception in the insurance industry, or from a consumer perspective, that insurance companies don't want to pay claims. And I'll tell you, the research it was quite the opposite. These people are very passionate about paying claims, but they want to pay the right claims to the right people. And so, it really sparked this whole another rabbit hole, so to speak, of research where we really learned a lot about the industry and we learned a lot about the potential product that we needed to build. And then what I say is we went into our silent ninja phase and built out the platform and launched the platform in the middle of 2018. And today we're still kicking strong. So
No, no, yeah, I mean, I tell folks that, I had another company, and when I heard about the pain points, they were pretty visible. We did our own research and we loved it so much that we literally put our company on hold to say, we're going to solve this problem.
yeah.
And, that's, um, it's the power to the research and true identifying of the pain points, and then building a team
Mhm.
and having a good mix of the founding team members to really carry out the vision. So love it.
Yeah.
And we are now 70 people strong and across eight. Now today we added our eighth location,
Yep.
which was like, okay, now we've got not seven, eight locations.
I
So
know. I have that clock in the background, and that was originally designed for the 5 offices we had, or 6 offices, because 2 of them are in the United States,
yeah,
and the other 4 clocks are our offices around the world. And now I'm like, man, that thing's outdated now.
outdated. That you got in December. No, November, December timeframe. Yeah, that's old.
Yeah. So yeah,
So, Brent, so what is one piece of feedback, one piece of advice you would give to one of our prospect customer?
so one of our prospects, I would say, you must have an open mind when you work with insurtech startups. We've heard countless times from multiple carriers. We're working with a lot of carriers. We're working with about 16 carriers, and 6 of those are the largest carriers in the world. So we've now proven the platform can work for small, medium, and even the largest carriers. But one thing was true with just about every single one of them. Every single one of them felt like they were immune to digitization and updating these processes. And I would caution them to, or advise them to, have an open mind, because just because your technology stack isn't in a position to be able to be updated or uh, upgraded, you can wrap or connect an external technology stack and accomplish the same goal. You're at the end of the day, when you talk about in the insurance industry, most carriers are working on customer experience, and our contention is, the most important job any insurance carrier can do is pay a claim. So that experience needs to be by far the best experience you could give. Because one thing's for sure, while the claims experience has always been kind of a back office type process, nowadays people expect that Amazon type claims experience. And I often tell carriers, you simply can't put today's consumers in a 1970s Kmart. They're just not going to accept it. They're going to go find a more forward facing carrier to do business with. And that was proven in my advisory practice. I literally had clients that, once we were done with the claims process, order me as the advisor to move all remaining products away from that carrier. And that's when we truly learned that, wow, this is a customer experience issue that we need to solve.
Oh, that's awesome. And what advice would you give to another startup that's maybe wanting to start an organization?
Yeah, I would say solve real problems. That's the big one. At the end of the day, there's lots of technology companies out there. There's lots of great technologies out there. But a lot of technology companies will build a solution and then go look for a problem to solve with it. And that's where I would caution you not to do that. Identify very specific problems that are real pain points for your potential clients, and really analyze that, study that, research, and then go build the technology solution to solve those problems. I believe if you do that, then your sales processes will be a lot shorter. Your ramp to success will be a lot faster, and it will just allow you to come to the market and be relevant much more quickly.
No, I love that. I always have that hashtag solving real problems. To
Yep.
me, if we're not solving real problems, like nobody wants a fluff solution. And you could see during COVID time which ones were truly fluff solutions and truly
Yeah.
solutions that were solving real problems. Solving real problems experienced tremendous growth. Not the others, they almost went out of business.
Yeah.
So,
There were a lot that did.
yeah.
So.
So Brent, what is one piece of what is your one big ask from this community?
From the insurtechs, and I've got an ask for both. From the insurtech perspective, we at BenAkiva we're always looking for potential win-win-win scenarios. You know, win for BenAkiva, win for the carriers, and a win for a potential third partner. So we have this concept called our data configurator and innovation gateway, where we can connect a lot of external companies to our platform and really provide even more value to the carrier themselves. So if there's potential synergies between our platform and someone else's platform, we'd love to have those conversations. From a carrier perspective, we're still growing, so we're still looking for potential clients. Anybody who wants to talk about the claims servicing, or I really get excited when I start talking about asset retention of death claims. That's where I think there's a huge opportunity in the marketplace. If you look at that, the research around that, typically it's less than 2% of assets when a death claim check is sent, out of the organization. Less than 2% of those assets come back into the organization. And the thought process is at the end of the day, those beneficiaries probably need help with their new plan as well. They've just accepted this potential windfall of money. And, in my advisory practice, the first question I always got was, what do I do with the money? And that's a perfect opportunity to serve those beneficiaries and potentially retain the assets. However, you can't send them through a crappy claims process and then turn around and ask to do business with them later. So you gotta fix the claims process first.
That's why when we came into the marketplace, beneficiary first,
Yep.
because I think if you solve the problem backwards,
Absolutely.
the onion.
Yep. Yep.
So Brent, how do people get in touch with you?
A couple ways. You can get in touch with me at email. It's very simple, Brent@BenAkiva.com. And I'll be at the event, the InsurTech Hartford event. I'm looking forward to that event and meeting some good folks that we've already got relationships with. We haven't seen them for a couple years, so it'll be nice to see those folks again. So we'll be there. Just grab me. I'm happy to have a conversation with anybody.
No, we are looking forward to the event, and we will be at the startup arena. We'll be representing, and come find us. And we've got some pretty cool swag, right, this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kate, okay, Brent, thank you so much for being my guest of honor.
Yeah.
And until next time, everyone, thank you.
See you, everyone.